Hey everyone, it's been about 3 years since my last video. A lot has happened since then. I think in the last video I was talking about how I was working at an art store. Since then I have left the art store. I worked there for a total of 1 year. I did make a couple friends, but as time goes by you only hang on to some or just one. In my case I only have one, but she is an amazing friend, and she also accompanied me to my hysterectomy, which was in November of 2013. The whole story about the hysterectomy is, if I decide to just talk about it, it's going to be a completely different video because that was a lot of drama. Um, but otherwise, the surgery was great, went over well, uh, nothing to worry about there. Uh, Gosh, so the following year, I was creating a lot of things in 3D modeling. So that was a good time. Then, unfortunately, my dad did get diagnosed with cancer. It was cancer of the nose and throat passages, and I'm pretty sure it was the risk was heightened by his excessive smoking over many, many years, like since he was 18. My dad is 65 now, and I had to take care of him in 2015. Like he was diagnosed in 2014 in October, and he like didn't really do anything about it for a while. I mean, in fact, he already had the symptoms showing of maybe about 2 to 3 years prior, but he didn't want to see a doctor to find out what exactly was going on. But at some point, his symptoms were all this runny nose stuff was like really bothering him. They did a biopsy, turned out it was cancerous. So I don't know why he pushed it off for so long. And yeah, in 2015, he started treatment, and I did help him out initially when he first started chemo. It seemed like he was going to be able to handle it, do his usual like medication, keep up with eating, but as time went by, it seemed like he wasn't following the doctor's orders. Um, what infuriated me even more was that my mom wasn't keeping up with his paperwork. Like she didn't read like the home care type stuff. Like she should have. That's her husband. That's your life partner. You should know what is going on with his health. You should know what he needs, and if he's not able to do himself, that's where you're supposed to step in and help him out. Not only just physically, but also emotionally. I feel like she didn't do any of those things. So by end of June, at some point, things got really, really bad. He lost so much weight. He like so malnutrition. Like when I saw him, when they finally called me, like it was an emergency call. They wanted me there the next morning. So I dropped all my plans for summer. Like I was gonna attend a pride parade, but I dropped all that and went to go help my dad because he sounded like he really, really needed help. And I had been offering my help for a while. He said like, "Oh no, it's okay." But then this happened, and they needed me, so I took care of him around the clock for um, maybe about 3 weeks because his health was really bad. Like I had to be there constantly, uh, and I got him better. I can talk more about that probably because I feel like I haven't told many people. I guess some of this still feels like it's really inside me. Maybe it would be helpful for me to do a couple of videos. But ultimately, I think it ended pretty well. He seems to be okay now, and my relationship with him, I think, has strengthened and improved. because when I was first down there, he was still kind of like anti me being trans. But at the end of it, I think he is accepting and is just happy that I actually care about him this much. He didn't used to think that I loved him, but I do. So, proof, I guess? I don't know. He should have already known that. So that's happened. Lost some more friends along the way because, I don't know, sometimes people, they get a significant other and then they drop off the face of the earth. It happens, I guess. I don't know. But usually I find it unsettling if when I tell a friend that my dad has cancer, and that's usually pretty heavy, and then they never ask me, how's it going? Like, is your dad okay? Like, that's just me. Maybe I'm a little harsh, but if no one ever asks, like, how's your dad doing? Because, like, all my other friends did. This is, like, the only one that never did, and yet would always come to me about their problems. And like even when their aunt had cancer, I was there and I asked them how's your family doing with it? Is everything okay? But like I tell them that my dad has cancer. I didn't really get much help back, so I was like, this is probably not going to work out. It's kind of one-sided, so I my energy is needed elsewhere, and this friendship is not going both ways. So I don't know. It's just ultimately faded. There wasn't like a big fight or anything. It just went separate ways, and I'm okay with that because they have a significant other that I guess is their world now. This is not the first time this has happened, which is why I'm kind of jaded about it. But what can you do? All I know is that I did leave this friend in a much better mental state than when I first met them. So I don't think I did any harm. Uh, Gosh, let's see what else. Since then, I've been dealing with my own health issues. That's been really annoying. Could probably get into that in another video because that has also been plaguing me. But this week, my family and my partner's family are going to be here for my partner's graduation, and this is going to be the first time they are there together, like for an extended period of time. Not just like, oh, hi, I'm picking this stuff up to help them move in together. Like, because any meetings that they had in the past were incredibly brief, but now they're actually going to be like kind of hanging out together. And so I don't know how this is going to go. They've never had dinner together. They've never had lunch together. 10 years I've been with my partner, and our family has never been together. So I guess now is a better time than never. I would rather them actually spend time together at least once before, I don't know, should we ever get married? That would be good. I want to know how the dynamics work. Uh, and then after this graduation thing, there's going to be stress about moving, finding a new place to live. I hate moving. So yeah, that's what's been going on so far. Uh, I guess I'll feel like making other videos later, I suppose. But I mean, it's nice to check in, I guess. Uh, I don't know. I I mean, I hope that I've grown since 2013, but we'll see. Uh, I mean, obviously my hair has grown, and I have new glasses. But I don't know. It's just nice to have a place to talk and get my thoughts out. So thanks for listening, and I don't know, I'll probably share more later. Thank you. see you guys around, I suppose.